In this video, we're gonna look at close to 10 cool, smart, and easy ways in which you can combine your Lego with different crafts in order to create unique and useful items out of Lego. Sometimes Lego minifigures can look a bit plain, so let's have some fun and turn one into a super cool, hyper-realistic version using modeling clay. First, we're gonna supersize it, shaping the clay into a bigger, cylindrical version of a minifig head, complete with a stud on top, just like the tiny ones you know. With our big head ready, it's time to add details. We'll sculpt a wide mouth, eye holes, a tiny nose, sharp eyebrows, a tongue, and even ears. For the eyes, we're using tiny blue marbles. But, they make it look kinda like a cartoon gone cursed. Maybe adding some hair will fix the situation? Nope, now it's deep-fried cursed. It's giving cursed shrunken head vibes. To save the day, we'll give it a paint job with some shading to make those good features pop. Also gotta paint in pupils too, so it doesn't look like it just saw a ghost. And we'll add some gloss for that shiny, I'm ready for Hollywood finish. In the end, our new buddy might just be the cutest sleep paralysis demon you've ever seen. No amount of glow up will save this one. Now let's do a quick redress. Cozy sweater, pants, and a fur hat. There, all warm and cozy. Looks festive enough, because we're about to craft... I think I had it somewhere lying around. Yes. We're gonna craft something like this chunky snow globe, for example. It's even powered and hurls snow automatically without the need to shake it. But it's a bit boring and I want a Lego-themed one. We'll need a jar and some festive scenery built from Lego that I built from white plates and green cones for an evergreen vibe. And of course, Santa and our buddy. Just looking at these two makes me want to think about Christmas. I hope they know how to swim. Anyway, we need to secure our scenery to the base plate using some hot glue. And to fill our jar, we'll use baby oil as the fill for the particles to float around. Now for the snow part. I got these translucent blue and white pieces for bigger snowflakes, and for the smaller ones, glitter will work just fine. Everything's better with glitter. And with that, we can put the cap back on, flip it over, and it is done. It does snow there. We still need to check if it can survive excessive shaking, because, let's face it, everyone shakes the living crap out of them. I gave it my best shake, but what is one person compared to a whole washing machine? So for the ultimate test, we'll shake it in there. Well, okay, maybe that was a bit too much, but it still survived. I was sitting one day thinking what else I could craft, and started to goof around with a minifig. And that gave me an idea. I started throwing a minifig coated in paint on the canvas and realized that I could use Lego as a stamp to make all kinds of shapes. Then I took a roller, applied the paint more evenly, and started blasting. It made some nice prints, and the choice of color was on point. This is modern art right here. I think I should hang it on my wall to showcase my artistic genius. Now that I feel extra creative, I decided to grab a base plate for a canvas and a bunch of these tile pieces to lay out a stamp of an 8-bit Mario. It looks so accurate. Oh yeah, it has that tactile feeling. And the best part is that the tiles are smooth and sit a bit higher than the base plate, so it will make a very accurate stamp. Then I decided to make a skull emoji for some edgy design. Looks close enough to the skelly. And I also made a booty for our big boy Joey here. Okay, time to make some art. Let's take a roller and a copious amount of red paint and cover the entire surface of our stamp, making sure that the paint is spread evenly because we have standards here. Now carefully place the paper down without moving it and gently press down to evenly absorb the paint. And there you have it, the perfect copy of Mario. It's so good I want to frame it right away. Another art piece is done. Maybe this will work just as great on a shirt. For this one, I'll take off my shirt and lay it down flat on the table. Then I'll take that skull emoji and some black paint, apply it on the stamp, then gently press it on the shirt. And you know the best part about this craft? You can make as many copies of the same print as you want. There's no need to rebuild it every time. Just apply some paint and you are good to go. And I gotta say, this design made the t-shirt 1,000 times cooler. Combined with some fresh kicks, I will look fresh. This is definitely a win. This is an ordinary Lego brick, but with an LED, some batteries, wires, and a switch, you can transform it into a legit Lego flashlight. First, I'm drilling a hole for the LED and clearing out space at the bottom for the electronics. After slotting in the LED and adding a switch at the back, it's time to wire the system, soldering one wire and ensuring the polarity is correct. Then I'll insert batteries to complete the circuit, securing everything with glue. And just look at that. The result is a surprisingly bright flashlight, perfect for finding lost bricks in the dark. Now, where's Darth Vader? What the frick? So, the other day I noticed some roaches in my room and decided to eat them. Nah, just kidding. I want to craft them a living space out of Lego, like a small terrarium of sorts. So, with pieces ready, I started laying out the basic rounded base template and working to the top with a modular transparent enclosure and, of course, the lid at the top. For the bottom part, we need some soil that I'll borrow from this plant since it does not need it because it's made from plastic. After filling the bottom part, I think I need to grab some of these decorative rocks too. They somehow make this terrarium look like a nice backyard. But to make it extra cozy, we need some greenery. So I got some very soft and mushy moss from the woods nearby and carefully laid out a small area in the corner, finishing it up with another rock for maximum feng shui. Also, let's add Derek as a personal gardener, and our enclosure is almost done. Looks very minimalistic and modern. I also taped a light to the top to make sure it's nice and lit up. I wouldn't mind living here, but now it's time to dump our friends into their new home. Honestly, the cockroaches seem to be content in their new home, and it's perfect for me because now I know exactly where they are. But as for Derek, I don't think he's vibing too much in there. I found this Froggo with a solar panel, the perfect power source for a solar-powered car with an electric motor. My plan is to build a Cybertruck-inspired vehicle. I'll start with these chunky wheels, then create the exterior, building a triangular shape, and of course adding the big ol' windshield. Now for the engine. First, I'll secure it to the gear that will drive the rear wheels. Finally, I'll connect the solar panel to the motor with some wires. And voila! Our engineering marvel is complete. Unfortunately, the weather is pretty mid right now, but I have a solution. I'll just use my film light. And come on. It works! I thought I wired it wrong, but I'm so happy it works. Trust me, I'm an engineer. Another crafty thing you can do is stick a bunch of fake diamonds on a minifigure. Apparently, it's a viral trend called bedazzling. So let's take this sparkle magic to a Lego minifig. First, we'll apply some glue and carefully bedazzle the entire minifig using tweezers. Watch as this basic minifig transforms into the ultimate drip machine. But why stop there? Let's take it up a notch and turn it into a chain. By connecting 4 Lego chains, you can snap your drippy fig to a stud, and voila! You've got yourself a diamond bling chain that boosts your aura stats. Talk about leveling up. Next, let's use colorful single stud pieces to bedazzle a phone case. I'm going for a fire pattern, and it's looking lit, literally. So yeah, using Lego to bedazzle things definitely works. So I have some cheap and dull-looking magnets on my fridge, and I think I can make them look better with some Lego. I'm gonna build popular city landmarks and test if they can hold as real magnets. Starting with this Ferris wheel-looking thing standing next to a clock tower. Can you guess what it is? It's London in all its beauty. Next, I built Paris with its iconic Eiffel Tower and French flag on top. Now I'm building Japan with Mount Fuji, a temple with a hot dog piece, and a sakura tree. And now for something from the land of freedom and Mickey D's. They have loads of landmarks to choose from, but real Americans know that the biggest symbol of freedom is Walmart. So I built one. Well, okay, I'll build an actual landmark like the Empire State Building. Okay, we have our city landmarks done. I think they look very nice, but there's one thing left. Time to turn them into fridge magnets. This doesn't look promising. Maybe adding more glue will help? Glue solves all the problems. Okay, the magnets are fully done. Let's see how they look on the fridge. And most importantly, test if they fall off. All right, how about a shake test? Surprise, surprise, they survived. Okay, let me yank the door a little bit. Nice. Another thing I want to craft out of Lego is a fixture for my boring and scuffed lamp, because it looks very lame and doesn't fit the vibe in my room. So I got a bunch of these round studs in different colors and a bunch of translucent bricks, and by combining them in a specific pattern, you get this staircase-looking thingy. And the cool part is that it can bend to the sides. So by stacking it with more multicolored bricks, we get a nice and trippy-looking round part that we can connect into a full circle. And to me, it looks like those magic mosaic windows you find in churches and whatnot. Kinda satisfying to look at. Now let's see how it looks on the light itself. Moment of truth. Oh wow, it looks way better than I expected. The design gives the lamp a playful and creative aesthetic, perfect for adding a pop of color to any room, and nobody would even think it's made out of Lego. I've got this huge Lego head, but I think I can craft it even bigger out of this giant sheet of cardboard. So let's start. Let me cover this up real quick, and with a little bit of editing help, we've got our top part done with inner supports to make sure it doesn't fall apart. Next up, I'll be using this new real-life duping hack to make another one. See? It actually works. Okay, now we need the middle part of it. So let me just... Damn, my editor is generous today. I think it's just the perfect size. All I need now is a face, so let's paint it. I am no Picasso, but this looks better than I expected. We've got 2 circular eyes and a smile. Hey, I've got an idea. Let me add some gaming equipment to make it cozy inside, because it's big enough to work as a mini gaming cave. I furnished it with a tiny screen, classy paintings, and these gorgeous RGB lights. And nobody would even know that you're in there. Nice and cozy for some alone time when you're tired from your chores and responsibilities. Alright, I need to get out of this head because I have some more Lego videos to film, but this Lego head is a winner in my book. What about customizing shoes with Lego? For my next Wildcraft project, I snagged some basic kicks off Craigslist. The black and white colors give off an icy vibe, and lucky for me, I've got a stash of icy Lego pieces chilling in the fridge. To hold the shoe while I work, I'll use this handy leg. Get it? This needs to turn out amazing because I'm hoping to flip these on the market. And check out these insane shoes. With all the protruding parts and spikes, they look like they were carved from ancient ice. True designer drip. But are they comfortable? Let's try them on. They feel super comfy and definitely look rad, but with pieces falling off here and there, they're probably better as a showpiece. But wait, there's more! Today I'm gonna take ordinary Lego sets and, using my imagination and Lego building skills, upgrade them in different ways to make them even better. So, without wasting time, let's start with, this is an ordinary Lego brick. And this brick is 4 times bigger, and is called a Duplo brick. And the very purpose of its existence is for kids not to choke on it. And as a Lego YouTuber, I feel obligated to test this. Okay, it's still too small. So I upgraded it and built the biggest Lego brick in the world. I present to you the Mr. Brick's giant Lego brick. It has these huge studs, and I even wrote my name on it. To be honest, it does look like a coffin sometimes, especially when you start to open this thing. Wow, I bet I could fit inside. Since we have this much space, let's turn it into my very own man cave with a TV, basketball hoop, and a few accessories. And here you guys have a tour of my very own man cave. And honestly, I could just die peacefully here. Oh yeah, this is the life, guys. I don't know why I need my house anymore. I can just live here. So good night, guys. I'm gonna sleep here. Next, I'll be upgrading the minifigure itself. Because, come on, they all look the same, and we need to add some diversity. So let's grab the computer, download a model of the minifigure, and start to modify it. First, I'll make a tall minifigure by stretching this guy out. Let's also elongate his head for an extra weird look. The result is definitely not your typical minifigure, but it sure is unique. I hope it'll look as good when I 3D print it. Next, let's make a buff guy. Think Dwayne Johnson, or a Roblox default character. Okay, add biceps, triceps, here goes a big chest and a 6-pack. And for the ladies, I even gave him a boob. And I'll also make a fat guy, cause why not? Let's add a big belly and some chubby cheeks. Okay, it's time to send it for printing, and after 40 minutes, we have this. Wow, it turned out even better than I expected. Now let's just paint them in classy Lego colors and give them some happy facial expressions. Okay, here you go. Lego minifigures upgraded with more diversity and shape. Nice. And since we're talking about all kinds of shapes and sizes here, here's a minifig that walks like a crab. This is just an ordinary $100 bill, but if you punch a hole in it with a hole puncher, then detach the head from the minifigure, you can use it as a superhero cape for your minifigure. Okay, I'll call it Captain Cash from now on. So here are a couple more ideas for how else you can upgrade Lego using paper. You can use your origami skills to make a boat, then punch holes for the paddles, and surprisingly, it floats. Until you sink it. That's a lot of damage! You can also create a 2D version of a minifigure out of paper. It has a lot of joints that I made using a hole punch and studs, so it's actually pretty flexy. Then for the final creation, I made a huge paper plane and reinforced it with Technic beams. So let's test if it can fly.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're experiencing turbulence. Please remain seated.
You have arrived at your destination. The next set I bought cost 80 bucks, and it's an infinity gauntlet from the movie Avengers Endgame. So let's build it. So I'm not really into all these 18 plus collectible Lego sets, and this one is no exception. Honestly, the only thing I could see it being good for, besides just collecting dust on the shelf, is maybe using it to learn all the different gang signs. I mean, come on. What else would you do with it? So I spent some time trying to come up with some more practical uses for this, and believe it or not, I actually found a few ideas. But then it hit me. The whole point of Lego is to spark creativity and use your imagination. You're supposed to take the existing set and transform it into something new and entirely different. So let's do it. This set has only gold-colored parts and no regular bricks, which made it tough to create something cool, but inspiration hit, and then this happened. Say hello to the Infinity Throne! Okay, honestly, this set looks so good that I feel like it came out of a Lego Creator set, and I guess I can call it an improvement. And in case you're wondering where all the gems are, as a bonus round, I'll show you 4 different weird and cursed ways to improve your Lego in under a minute. The most expensive Lego minifigure that costs $5,000.
Oh my gosh, here he is, Mr. Gold!
Only a few chosen ones have seen this Mr. Gold minifigure in person. I'm definitely not on that list. Nor do I have a whole car to sell to buy one. So I'm gonna craft one for myself. First, we need to paint the minifigure gold. Oh, that's pretty satisfying to watch in slow-mo. So the original one has these black lines on top of gold paint. We could just use a Sharpie to draw them all, starting with the face. Add the fancy suit, and there you go. I just showed you how to build $5,000 worth of Lego for 10 bucks. So let's start the auction in the comment section below. Now I'm improving a Lego base plate itself, which is the foundation of any build. There's not much you can do to a plain 2D object like this, but if you take a glue gun and 6 base plates, then glue them together, you can end up with this mind-bending base cube. Dang, it looks illegal. Then what you can do with it is build 6 different biomes on each side of your base cube. And now you have the whole Minecraft planet in your hands. And now Minecraft Steve can explore the whole planet, going through different biomes and discovering new adventures. Okay, I really need to see just how strong this cube is, so... never mind. And by the way, your base plates might end up being permanently damaged by the glue gun, so do it at your own risk. Another way you can improve Lego itself is by creating a 1x5 brick, because for whatever reason, they don't exist. And there's various ways to achieve this, like stacking 3 1x5 pallets, or gluing a 2x1 and a 3x1 together, or cutting a 1x6 brick. But I went all in and 3D printed my very own unique brick. And now I have a complete set. The next set I'll be upgrading is a Lego Polaroid that can actually take pictures. Not gonna lie, this set is already beautiful. And apart from the Polaroid replica, you get a cartridge with 3 photos that you're supposed to put inside the camera. Then turn this knob, look through the working viewfinder, and finally press a button to reveal these 3 unique Lego pieces. Wow, it's like the strangest Lego piece I've ever held in my hands. And the funny thing is, if you don't close this compartment properly and press a button, the photo camera turns into a weapon. But to upgrade this set, what if we put an actual working camera inside it? It turns out that it's not that hard to do, since this set has a lot of space inside of it. And now we can test if it's actually gonna work by looking at this screen. Yes, it works, guys! And the side upgrade is that this Polaroid can now record videos too. Okay, for this next set we're gonna upgrade, I've spent $50 on one of the weirdest Lego sets ever released. And if you haven't guessed yet, here it is. This is a Lego orchid from the Botanical Collection. And yes, it makes a perfect gift for a first date. But honestly, I'm not sure what else you can do with it. You can sniff it, but it smells like plastic. And you can also rip it out from the Lego soil, take it outside, and plant it like a real flower. It actually looks nicer when it's in the ground. But then I found a webpage offering instructions for rebuilding this set into the Demogorgon from Stranger Things for $23. So let's see if it's worth the money. Wow, I'm actually surprised that it turned out so great. Now I have my very own Demogorkid. This minifig looks so silly compared to this beast of a thing. I'd say the instructions were worth every penny, because the upgrade looks so sick. You can even move the limbs around and make it do the splits, although it clearly cannot stand on its own, like at all. Imagine if they saw this in the upside down. Okay, that's enough. LEGO has a lot of topics, but none of them are relatable to an ordinary guy like me. Superheroes fighting the world's evil? I can't even maintain a clean room. So first I'll upgrade LEGO itself by designing a whole new topic with the working title, The Man Cave of a Regular, Everyday Normal Dude. I'll start by building the walls and adding stairs, then adding a cupboard and a couch, and TV. And we're almost done, but we just need to fill the room with random stuff like a guitar, posters of our favorite rock bands, and a bunch of food leftovers. So the concept of this set is building a basement room of a teenager who just moved out from living with his parents. But on top of that, I also designed my first Mr. Bricks figure, gave him my classy smile, and a custom-made 3D printed hat.
Yes, sir.
And now he can trash talk people on Fortnite and take 5 naps per day on the couch. And I even added a play feature to this set. When you open the cabinet, tons of trash comes out. And now you need to walk right over it. But to make it a real set, I designed a box with instructions. And that's it. The first ever Mr. Brick set is ready to hit the local Target shelf. The next thing we're going to be upgrading is this Nissan Skyline GTR R34 from the Speed Champion series, and I bought 2 of them. Okay, so this car is a replica of the car from the movie Too Fast, Too Furious. This movie is all about pimped out rides, so I decided to give this car 3 stages of upgrades to make the car even better than it was before. For the first stage, let's upgrade the car's body. So I went and designed my own stickers, then spent $10 to get them printed. Then I peeled off the old ones, cleaned the car's body, put the new stickers on, and upgraded some parts. Now it looks way cooler and stands out even more. I legit feel like the host of Pimp My Ride.
Nice.
Okay, so for the second stage, I decided to upgrade the car with a light kit, like every car in the movie has. It's made for this car, but man, installing it was tough. Took an hour, but finally got it done. Now let's turn the lights on. And now we have this. There you have it, the literal definition of Gucci versus Walmart. And just like in all Fast and Furious movies, it boils down to the final race. So, for stage number 3, I went all in, used an illegal building technique, and just straight up put a real rocket on the roof of the car. And then I took them outside, where I had a drag race set up to test which was the better car. And first to the finish line wins. So, let's see what happens when I light the rocket. 3, 2, 1. Whoa, the upgraded car is literally going so fast, and the stock one's just awkwardly standing there. Next, I'll be upgrading this cheap military knockoff set, which has a tiny car with a rocket launcher and a plane, into a huge military base. But to make it more interesting, I set a challenge for myself to protect this green Lego Lamborghini. So I bought this toy gun, and in exactly 1 minute, I'll shoot 1,000 jelly bullets into this car. And just let me demonstrate to you how powerful this gun is. Okay, the base is looking pretty much destroyed, so I need to upgrade it in order to protect the car. Start the time. Okay, let's start by placing the car in the middle of this base plate. And the first thing I want to build here is the defense tower with a radar on top to spot enemies from far away. Then we can build a fence around the whole base to stop any random burglars and pay this guard so he won't let anybody in. And as you can see, the base now is way more secure. After that, we can add sandbags, a barbed wire fence, and chains all around the car for extra protection, plus rockets and weapon crates. But what is a military base without a military? So, to build a full army of military minifigs, I went online and spent hard-earned money populating the base with knockoff minifigs and giving them all sorts of weapons. And now we have all the troops you can imagine. From samurais to over-technologized special forces with night vision goggles and detachable backpacks. And I even got this strange piece that goes on top of the minifigure and makes him practically invisible. Damn, guys, I lost them again. Where are my minifigs? And finally, I added dogs, cause why not? Okay, so far so good. But we don't have much time left. I will just get a tank with a turret that spins in all directions and has working treads, plus a massive helicopter that can drop soldiers to the ground. And I plan to build a huge wall in front of the base, but I only have like 3 seconds, so it's gonna be pretty ugly. And done. Boom. The reinforced military base is ready. And the only question left is, will it withstand the bullets? But I have a surprise. I brought 2 guns. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Dang, look at this mess. It'll take ages to clean up, but at least the car is totally fine, so we can count it as a success. And if you're wondering about the dog, he's fine. I want to thank you all for watching this video till the end. Send this video to a best friend. Please subscribe. Tell your mom that you love her. Take care. Bye-bye.